Fragments of Him is a 2.5-hour-long interactive narrative-based game about Will. Why is Will important? I have no idea, and this is ultimately my biggest issue with this game. This is a very touching story. You play as an observer as 3 people close to Will tell you about their life with him and how he impacted them. His grandma, his ex-girlfriend, and his boyfriend. As the observer, your job is essentially to set the scene, and as you do so, the character a scene is about will narrate, telling you stories and their thoughts about Will, really immersing you into the moment, making it feel like you're there instead of just watching and listening, occasionally stepping in to make a choice on where a certain item goes, or what one character says in an important moment. But other than that, you're just walking around and bringing life to everything. However, you don't get much time with Will himself. The game opens with him, you find out what happens to him, but you don't get to experience the moments with the characters telling you the stories through him. You don't get to feel what they meant to him. Sure, you get words, but no moments. You only get their perspective. And because of this, I had a really hard time caring about any of it. It's like those old people that pull out their wallets at the park, wanting to show you their grandchildren and tell you stories about them. I don't know either of you. Please don't. I love how the story was told through you as the observer setting the scene, and I feel this alone should give fans of storytelling in general to play through this game and appreciate the delivery. This is a story about a gay man and how others perceive him, though it isn't too down your throat except for the chapter about the grandma. She spoke about herself in a way a hipster at their favorite coffee shop in San Francisco would talk about old people. That entire section of the game felt a little too agenda pushy for me and unnatural, but the other sections were great and didn't make a big deal out of it. Of course, that was the point with the grandma chapter, but her awareness level of how unfair the way she thought of him was a little too high. Fragments of Him tells the story in a special way. You may not care about the journey you just went through by the end, but again, if you're a fan of storytelling, give it a shot just to experience the great delivery despite the poor setup. I give Fragments of Him a 7 out of 10.